My name's Peter Minson. I'm a Churchill Fellow, and we're filming in my glassblowing studio in country town Bynalong. I'm a third generation glassblower. I started in a family business in Sydney. As kids, about 13, 14 years of age probably, I'd go to the factory with my father on school holidays, earn some pocket money. So I started in the business there. Left school at 16 and a half, and became a glassblower. So I had a lady walk into my studio and suddenly said to me, "Have you got anything in your life that you really want to do?" I said, "Well, there's a bunch of glass flowers in the Harvard University used to teach botany students. They were made by a father and son in Germany, 1885. They're all made the way that I work, and no one knows how they did it." I looked at these flowers in a book I had, and I thought, "Gee, I wonder how you make something like that." And she said, "Well, I'm Elvie Mundy, and I'm second in charge of the Churchill Trust. They give you some money to go overseas and study for a period of time. Do the research on your passion, your project." A week later, a form came with the requirements of applying for a Churchill Fellowship. I wrote out what I wanted to try and do. I got some referees and I posted off. And about 2 months later, I got a letter saying, "Thanks, but no thanks." About a year later, I ran into Elvie Mundy in Canberra and she recognised me. She said, "Where was your application?" And I said, "Well, I got a letter saying thanks but no thanks." And she said, "No, we need someone like you, not an academic, you're just an average person. We need someone like you to apply. Do it again." About July, I got a letter saying I'd been awarded a Churchill Fellowship. And so, hallelujah. Amazing. So that kind of got me to follow my dream, I suppose. I've got good skills and good understanding, good knowledge about glass. I could look at the flowers closely and I could probably think I could work out roughly how they were made, Having got to Harvard and then spending time there and have this thing in front of me, they're remarkable. If you imagine a flower in a garden and the colours of it and the shape and how they just look, they're real, these things are the same. It's hard to explain. To pick it up and look at it and study it and turn it over and whatever, I never thought that would ever happen. I love teaching. I love teaching because there's hardly anywhere today, in Australia particularly, where they can learn what I do. I had been asked in the glass department in Canberra University to teach bead making, like jewellery, and there was no glass supplies in Australia to work with that I considered good enough for that application. And I'd written to a company in Italy for 2 years and hadn't got an answer, who I thought would make good glass to work with. I took the opportunity on my Churchill travel to go via Venice and go and talk to the company. I sat at a table with the owner of the business, with him at one end, me at the other, and a secretary translating because he wasn't going to talk English to me. And what he wanted to know was my background, where I came from, third generation, lamp worker, Churchill Fellowship, what I'm doing. He said, "So what do you want from me?" And I said, "I want to buy your glass. I'm teaching it and I want to use it." I think that my background, my overall skill, knowledge, allows me to make the variety of work. And when I'm teaching people, I can bring that to them. When I changed from being a scientific glassblower, it was all cut and dried and drawings, etc. And I got into what I'm doing today. I kind of, I don't know, you draw from life. I have an idea about something, I just sit at the bench, with my fire and start. And as I'm working, everything else around you just becomes, you're focused on what you're doing on the flame. Everyday cares and worry, you disappear. You concentrate on that and that's it. So, and that came because of the fellowship, I suppose, the fact that I'd been given one of these things, I had some standing.